Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Lala and you're watching Lala Level Up. Okay, as you can see, my setup is different today. My setup is probably gonna be different like every day. I'm at work right now, but I have a cool job so I can do my makeup at work. So that's what I'm gonna be doing my makeup while I talk to y'all. If somebody comes in, it's because I'm at work. The setup, it took me so long to get this camera here, and it's still like not right. Like I look very weird. It's not the right angle. Hopefully when I go to edit this video, I can like zoom in and like make it better. But like I'm trying to get a video out to y'all by any means necessary. So we're just gonna have to make do today, okay? And I'm gonna do like a quick face beat. I'm not gonna do nothing too crazy. Oh my gosh, I hate this angle. Hate is a strong word. I do not like this angle. But I'm gonna make it work for y'all. So first I'm gonna do a little skincare. If you want to know what skincare I'm using, I will leave it in the description for you. Instead of just going through all the products, because this is not really a makeup video, it's just me talking to y'all. And what I really wanted to talk about today is Jesus. And how Jesus has really been helping me get through everything that I'm going through right now, and just everything that I've been through in my life in general. Like, I'm really trying to make him the center of my life and everything that I do. And though that might sound, maybe it sounds easy, maybe it doesn't, but it's not always something you're aware of in the moment. Especially when you have a lot going on. You're not always necessarily thinking about God, to be honest. I think this would be better if I like stood on something so I could be higher, you feel me? Let me see what I can stand on. And I'm a little stuff still, but you're perfect. God really be providing. Oh look, it's good. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, back to Jesus. So yeah, I'm just really trying to stay grounded. And it's hard. I'm thirsty. I've been drinking this big thing of water. So here's the thing. Nobody got you the way God got you. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit is always there. He lives inside of you. He's in your heart. He's in the area. He's in your atmosphere. He's omnipresent. He's everywhere, all the time, always. And when I remember that, it really helps me to not lose my mind or fall into some deep depression, you know? I'm gonna use eye drops because my eyes be so dry. When I look back on everything that I've been through in my life, I see all the times where God saved me, where I felt like I was just gonna lose it. And God always provided for me, one way or another. You know, He got me through. In life, you're gonna have so many hardships. Like you just are. Like this is just a human experience. You're gonna have great times in life, but you're also gonna have times that are super freaking tough. And through those tough times, God is really there to help guide you. And even through the great times too, we shouldn't only just go to God when we're down and out, but also when we're happy, giving, gratitude to God, worshiping Him, praising Him, always. Oh my gosh, I'm so hot. Like being pregnant, if you're pregnant, if you've been pregnant, if you're a man and you just don't know or whatever, listen, you be getting hot flashes. I be feeling like I'm going through menopause and I don't even know what it feel like, but it gotta be feeling like this. I be so hot. Sometimes I be cold, but not really. And before I got pregnant, I was always cold. Like I was one of those people who I'm always cold with any blanket. I would never sleep without a blanket, even in the summer. And lately I don't even want the blanket on. Like I'm hot, I'm trying to open the window, everything. But yeah, that's another thing too. Like me having my baby, my first child, like I want to provide a good life for them. I want to be a great mom. I want to raise them up to be a follower and a servant of Christ. And I just want to really set a good example, you know? And I feel like I do have some support, but I feel like nobody completely gets it, which is normal because I'm in this situation on my own. So it's like, you're never really gonna like 100% understand because you're not going through exactly what I'm going through, and I'm living this experience on my own. So that can be really challenging at times. And when I feel like nobody gets it, I know Jesus does, I know God does, and I know that I just need to focus on Him. I feel like the closer I get to Him, the more joy I have in my heart, the more peace I have in my life, the more direction I'll be given and guidance to know what to do, where to go, how to navigate this new transition in my life, and just, you know, things that I'm going through in general. And I can't say one thing, there's many things, you know, but one thing that is really like a shining light in my life is my job. Like I really, really love my job, which is great because so many people work jobs that they hate. I've worked jobs that I hated and just would complain about and halfway try to be grateful because at least I have a job and so many people don't. But like I love my job. I feel like I have purpose here, and like I'm making a difference in people's lives, and that's what I've always wanted to do, is to be a positive figure in someone's life, be there for them, help them get through their challenges too. Like, you know, so it's like I'm a person who always helping people through their stuff. And when I need help with my stuff, it's like, okay, I need to incorporate all the things that I tell other people, I need to tell to myself. The way I'm there for other people, I need to be there for me. And just do things that help me. Like, for example, my makeup. I don't do my makeup as much as I used to, and I love makeup. Honestly, I should do makeup as like a side hustle. I'm really good at it. I never done anyone else's makeup, maybe like once or twice. So I need to practice like on other faces. But I love doing makeup. I love the way it feels. And when you're doing makeup, you're not thinking about anything stressful. Like you like escape whatever's on your mind and you just focus on your makeup, focus on your face, focus on creating a design. I like being creative. I like using different colors. I like when I get the nice blend. Like it's just a great feeling to do in your makeup as a woman. And you know, and it's not like, oh, it's making me look more beautiful. I think I'm like super beautiful without makeup, but it's just fun. It's just art. It's fun. It's creative. I'm a very creative person. And you know, when you're, well, for me, when I'm really doing my makeup like a full beat, like I'm really like being that girl, it takes like an hour to do my makeup, like an hour, hour and a half. So it's like a whole hour of my life when I'm just not thinking about anything. I'm jamming, I'm listening to music, I'm playing a YouTube video. Like, you know, I'm just doing my self-care. Like makeup is like self-care for me. And other things, like the other day I got a pedicure. Like I really feel like I'm big on that, self-care. And one of my friends told me that the other day, and I love talking to her because she reminds me of who I am. You know, you need friends, you need people in your life who are going to remind you who you are, especially when you feel like you're not living up to your best self or you're falling off or whatever. Like, she was letting me know, like, girl, you are independent, you're hardworking, you even motivate me. Like, and that felt so good to hear. I'm like, damn, like, for one, you never know who's watching you, you never know who's inspired by you. And she was just like really bigging me up. And like, I really needed that. Because, you know, I will big up myself, but it's different when you're hearing it from someone else, you know? I mean, you have to know it within yourself, but it's still like a different feeling when somebody is telling that to you, like when somebody sees the goodness in you. Because I be feeling like I see all the goodness in me, but maybe not everyone else sees it. Or the people who I want to see it don't see it the same level I do, you know? Because I have a lot of self-love for myself. And I know I have good qualities. I have qualities that are not so great either, but I feel like I'm working on them. You're never 100% gonna be perfect. It's not about being perfect, but it's just about, growing and evolving. Evolving. You have to evolve. You cannot stay the same person forever. You cannot stay in the same situation forever. You can't just be stagnant. And I've been there too, where I'm just stagnant. And I'm trying to go somewhere and I'm not going anywhere. I'm staying in the same place, and that's not a good feeling. You want to be making changes. You want to, do better for yourself, for real, and just see yourself in a different place in life. And, I've really been trying to read my Bible more, listen for God's voice in my life, not be impulsive, not be super emotional, which is hard because, for one, I'm bipolar. Y'all know that. And what does that mean? That means I have an emotional dysregulation. That means at times, hasn't been for a very long time, but I go through manic episodes where I'm extremely happy and high flying and it's just ecstatic, And then I'll go through the manic lows where it's okay, now I'm going through depression, now I'm sad, now I'm having suicidal thoughts, knowing I don't want to hurt myself, now I'm feeling hopeless, it's very much, it's extreme. It's extreme. And that's hard for me to deal with. And I'm sure that's hard for people who I have relationships with. For 1 minute, I'm or even if it's not extreme, it's okay, I'll go from being outgoing and bubbly to just being extremely introverted. To just the next couple minutes, I just be quiet into myself and looks like there's something wrong with me, but it's nothing. It's just my mood just went down now. Not necessarily that I'm sad or there's something wrong with me, but it's just now I'm 100% different than what it just was, So already that's hard to deal with, having emotional dysregulation of the chemical shit in my brain, whatever. And then, what do they call it? They call it a chemical imbalance. Okay, whatever. Something going on with my protons, neutrons, electrons. Girl, my neurotransmitters. I don't know. I let my SSRIs work on that. Okay, my meds, they be fixing it. Whatever. So already I'm bipolar, which I make peace with. Whatever. We all have our shit. Okay, whatever. It's not the end of the world. As long as I'm managing it and doing what I need to do. So already I'm that. Then I'm pregnant, 6 months pregnant. I'm about to be 7 months next week. So naturally your hormones are everywhere. You're feeling all these emotions, going through all this transition. I just moved out of my apartment, I think on Tuesday. Yeah, Monday, Tuesday, I just moved out of my apartment. I've been there for 2 years. And I was really proud to get my apartment. So even though I'm moving on to my next chapter, I need a bigger space. I was living in a studio. So I need a bigger space. And it was just time for me to go, right? But right now I'm in transition. I'm staying with a family member. And it's fine for now, but I need my own place before my baby is born. So going through that transition, living with somebody who I've never lived with before, and just trying to be comfortable in their home, having them be comfortable with me, just adjusting, for real, just adjusting to this new place that I'm in my life, this new, chapter that I'm stepping into, So that, I'm in a new location. I have to travel farther to work, which I'm not used to, because I'll wake up later and be I'm still make it. Now if I wake up later, girl, I ain't making it on time. So I'm really trying to focus on being on time, not just for work, but for everything. And I'm what, I love my job so much, I cannot be showing up late. Even if it's just 10 minutes, I need to show up early. I need to show up early because I want to be here. I love it here. I love my coworkers. I love what I do. I'm really, really happy here. So I'm girl, don't get comfortable and just be coming into work late. No, I need to come to work early because I'm here to be here and I need to show my eagerness, So that, And then just going through body pains because I'm pregnant, and before I was pregnant I was going through body pains. So just saying like, oh, I need to be active, like kind of beating myself up a little bit, like, oh, you need to be going to the gym, you need to be taking walks, you need to be doing your yoga every day like you used to, you need to be putting out your YouTube videos, you need to be singing more, you need to go to the studio, you need to do your open mics, you need to feed into yourself. And when I'm not doing that, I feel like I could be doing more. Like, why aren't I pushing myself to my highest potential? And I try to have grace with myself and just say, hey, you're pregnant, you're going through a lot, just give yourself some grace. But I'm the type of person, like, I like to be productive. So when I'm not being productive, I feel like a lazy lady. And I just feel like I'm wasting life if I'm not being productive with it, you know? Like, the days become very, like, mundane and like, the same thing after, you know, over and over and over. And I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I need variety in my life. I need to stick to a schedule. I've said many times I operate best when I have a schedule. So, yeah, I'm really trying to work on that. I feel like I'm doing better. I went on a hike the other day, which I love. I love going on hikes. One thing about me, I love it. I love going up a mountain. So that's what I did with the baby. And I had to take a few breaks. I had to sit down a little bit when I was getting too tired. But I did good. It was fun. I loved it. I love seeing the view at the top. Like, that was very therapeutic for me. It's so therapeutic and cathartic for me to be out in nature, being one with the trees and the leaves and the birds and the bees, and being by the water. So, and I like that the weather's getting hotter. Do you see? I just be rhyming. Like, I'm really like a rapper for real. And a poet. And I think too, I'm gonna say like, I need to make more poems. Like, I made a poem for my baby when I first got pregnant. And I'm like, even though like there's music I wanna record, that's why I haven't been making more songs, because I'm like, I'm stacking up so many songs in my catalog that I've written, but it's like, I need to record them and put them out. I can't just be stacking up songs and songs and songs. I need to put them out, and then I'll create more. But I'm like, I just can't keep creating, even though as a creator, you're supposed to keep creating, you know? Not that I'll ever lose my talent or my skill, but you do get a little rusty. You might get like writer's block, you know? So I'm like, nah, I need to stay in my craft and like, you know, get back to me. I don't want to lose myself when I have my baby. I'm quite thinking optimistic, but I'm not naive to the fact I'm going to be stressed. It's going to be new for me. I'm learning new things, and I'm going to be fully responsible for a whole nother life. Because, you know, my boyfriend's probably going to be there for a little while, but then he has to go back to work. And I've been telling him, like, you know, make sure you take maternity leave. He's like, okay, I will. But he's also, like, saying, like, oh, a whole bunch of fathers go to work, and, you know, I'm going to come home with the baby. I'm like, yeah, but you're not, like, getting the fact that, like, I'm going to need you there at least for 2 weeks. Like, I need you fully there with me. Even though I'm going to have my mom with me, she's going to be helping me every day. I'm like, it's still nothing like the father being there every single day. And I feel like he doesn't fully get that. But I'm trying to make him understand that, you know? Because he's like, oh, I could just still be there after work or whatever. And I'm like, okay, but it's not like you being there with me from morning to night, at least in the very beginning, you know? So I was just getting him to understand that. And let me get my makeup. So that was the skincare. You see what it's giving? Okay, let me get the makeup. So yeah, I've been really focusing on giving myself grace. I'm in the process of like converting to Catholicism and doing my like Catholic confirmation on Easter actually, which is pretty exciting. I started going to a Catholic church almost a year ago, and I really like it. Initially, I grew up, I'm gonna talk about this more in another video, but I grew up Seventh-day Adventist, so I always knew about God and stuff. My mom taught me, but I would go to like other Christian churches, but I really feel aligned with the Catholic Church, which I would never really think for myself, but you know, the more I learn, the more I feel like aligned with it. I've been using ChatGPT for a lot of things. A lot of times I ask questions like about like Jesus and like verses in the Bible that can help me with certain things. I've also been really focused on how I want to raise my daughter, the values that I want to instill in her. I feel like as the time gets closer to me giving birth, I have 3 months left. I feel like it's really getting down to the nitty gritty. I'm new to all of this. And I'm not necessarily scared, but it's just like, you know, it's a big responsibility. But I've always wanted to be a mom, so I'm really happy, but it's just like a big responsibility. And it's a lifelong thing. You know, a lot of people say, oh, you'll be doing it for 18 years, but being a mom is a forever thing. Like my mom, I'm 30 years old, my mom is still my mom. I still go to my mom when I need her, when I need guidance and support and stuff. So, like, it never ends, which is a blessing. I'm fine with sacrificing things for my child. That's what you're supposed to do. And now I really realize when parents say, you know, my child is my life, everything I do is for them. Like, it's not about me anymore, it's about them. I put them first. Like, I really understand that now. Like, I heard it before, of course, and I got it, but like, you don't know until it's like you're in that situation. And now, like, I really feel that, like, yeah, my needs don't really matter anymore, and that's okay. Like, I don't want to say they don't matter, but it's secondary. Like, it's about her. Like, I have a duty to her. Oh yeah, it's a girl. Did I say that already? Yeah, it's a baby girl. Like, I have a duty to her, and I don't want to let her down. And I think that's like a natural feeling, especially when, like, you know, me and my mom didn't always have the greatest relationship. We're like best friends now, but we didn't always have a great relationship. And there was like a lot of ways in life where I needed my mom, and she just didn't fulfill that for me, or wasn't like emotionally there for me like I needed her to be. And she never really told me about like the birds and the bees and the, you know, she never really gave me much guidance on life. I felt like she was like so stressed out and just like emotionally like not there, that like she kind of just did what she needed to do for us to survive. Like, she took care of us. We never went without. She was a great provider, but she wasn't great affectionate. Like, emotionally, when she'd get mad, like, you know, we experienced abuse. So, yeah, that plays into things. Trauma or, you know, whatever. Probably plays into my fucking bipolar. And going through a lot of shit at a young age, or being beat on as a child or whatever. Oh my God, not me going into all of that. But I don't know, honestly, I'm really like an open book. Maybe to someone else, it seems like I'm oversharing. But there's nothing that I say on my channel that I'm uncomfortable about. I feel like I don't have any shame about really anything. And like another thing too, that I've been coming to like the realization of, oh, where's my makeup brushes? Girl, do I have my makeup brushes? Girl, I forgot to bring my makeup brushes. That's different. Okay, that's okay. This is not the same. Anyway, so yeah, I just coming to the realization too that like my immediate family, I never had a conventional family. Like, I never had like, I guess everyone's family is like a little dysfunctional or whatever, but I feel like mine is like super dysfunctional, but like whatever. And it's like, okay, I made peace with that. I'm literally about to create my own family, and I guess my immediate family is not gonna be as involved as I want them to. We all live far away from each other, and some relationships are complex. I'll talk about that in another video. But yeah, I made peace that like my immediate family is not gonna be there for me and my baby the way I want them to. At least a couple of my sisters. And that kind of hurts, but it's like, it is what it is. Like, what am I supposed to do about it? It is what it is. If you want to be involved, I'm allowing you to, and if you don't, you don't. It's your loss. I don't let my emotions get so strong that like it cuts me off from my family, especially over minor things. Like, I have a family member that would literally cut you off over nothing. And it's just like, okay, clearly you do not value our relationship if you're ready to just like cut me off and throw me to the fucking wolves. because of something so minor. That's just like not how I operate. Like, I really value family. You know, no family is perfect, but I feel like you shouldn't just stop talking to somebody over the most minor things. Like, if it's big things and it's really affecting your mental health and it's just super toxic of a relationship, I understand. But if it's just something like so petty and you're in your feelings, so now you want to go blocking me and just like doing the most, like at some point, like that's very tiring to deal with a person who is seemingly bitter or just like, or feels some type of way towards you. Like, it's just like, girl, just stay over there. Like, I love you, but I'm gonna love you from afar. And I'm gonna just pray for you because I don't have the time or like the mental capacity, emotional capacity to deal with your shit right now, pretty much. And that's unfortunate, especially like when it's like a sister. Like, if anything, you're supposed to be really close with your sisters, right? Your siblings. Why does my concealer look kind of weird? It's just because I'm on camera. Yeah, it looks good in the mirror. But yeah, y'all, I don't know. I just really want to get closer to God and just make that the focus of my life, because I know it's going to give me the peace that I need, and nobody understands me better than the Lord, and I know he would never leave me or forsake me, even when everyone else does. I just really want to find like consistent peace in my life. Like, I don't want to go through periods where like, okay, I'm good, and then it's like, okay, my world is crashing down, and it's like, okay, I'm good, wait, it's crashing down again. Like, and maybe that's just like life or whatever, but I don't know. It's annoying for it to be going up and down, like you just want it to be consistent, especially when you're pregnant. I know everything is happening for a reason, like clearly God has a plan. I don't know it. I might not understand it at times, but he has a plan for me. And I just need to trust him and say, hey, this looks a little crazy, but I'm gonna trust that you know what's best for me and just give you all the glory and just have faith more than anything. I have faith tattooed on the back of my neck, and that's for a reason, because I know I need to have faith always, and everything's gonna work out one way or another. Not having my makeup brushes is crazy. And my eyebrow pencil, like I clearly left it at home somewhere. I'm gonna hurry up with the makeup. Let me just speed it up, because I'm running out of words to say. I'm running out of words to say, you know. I don't want to keep repeating myself. So I'm gonna finish my makeup, speed it up, and then come back and tap the video. All right, y'all, so this is the finished look. I have to rush toward the end, but this is what it's given. I feel like I look cute enough. And I want to thank you all for watching my video. Leave your thoughts and your comments below. And as always, you can be, do, and have whatever you desire. You are limitless. Until next time, Lala, level up.